Breaking news involving international intrigue and an American fugitive on the run. Edward Snowden, the man who told the world about the federal government's sweeping top-secret domestic spying program, is on the move as we speak this morning.
Officials in Hong Kong say Snowden, who's been charged with espionage by the U.S. government, boarded a plane overnight. He will soon land in Russia, and this morning, the group Wikileaks claims to be helping Snowden get away. We're going to speak to George Stephanopoulos in just a moment, but our coverage begins here with ABC's Gloria Riviera, who is in Hong Kong. Gloria, good morning to you.
It's me. Good morning, Dan. It's been a stunning turn of events here today. Edward Snowden, the man wanted on charges of espionage, suddenly out of the country, managing to board a flight from Hong Kong to, we believe, Russia. It was just after 4 p.m. today when Hong Kong's government...
All right, we lost Gloria there, but let me just pick up where she left off, that shortly after 4 o'clock today, the government in Hong Kong released a statement saying that Snowden had left, quote unquote, of his own accord in what must really be a blow to the U.S. government. Hong Kong said that the U.S. failed to provide, quote unquote, sufficient information under their extradition agreement, meaning there was no way to arrest him, according to the Hong Kong authorities, and, quote, no legal basis to restrict Mr. Snowden from leaving Hong Kong. Reports are he boarded an Aeroflot flight to Moscow, due to land in a few hours. Later, we got a tweet from WikiLeaks saying Snowden is traveling with WikiLeaks legal advisors who are on the plane with him, at least one person. And sources tell ABC News Snowden is traveling with a woman named Sarah Harrison, who is an aide to WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange.
And now we want to turn to George Stephanopoulos, because so many people are wondering, what does this do to the U.S.-China relations? If, in fact, he is going to Russia right now, what does that do for relations with the Russians?
That statement from Hong Kong is really something, saying the United States did not fully comply with the Hong Kong legal requirements for the extradition request. Pretty serious charge right there. So one of the things we're doing right now is getting to the Justice Department to find out if indeed they believe some mistake was made here, or is this China playing some sort of games? No question, this is going to complicate the United States-China relationship. Remember, just over a week ago, President Obama met with President Xi in Palm Springs, the Chinese leader trying to reset the United States relationship with China. Cyber warfare right at the top, cyber espionage right at the top of U.S.-China relations. If indeed China is not cooperating here, that's going to be a big blow.
It also raises questions about the relationship with Russia, because we're hearing this morning that he could be booked on a flight to Cuba and then perhaps on a flight after that to Caracas in Venezuela. So is there any pressure the United States can bring to bear on the Russians, with whom we already have an icy relationship, to stop him from carrying out this itinerary?
We're running this down right now, but apparently, though, there's nothing the United States can do as long as Snowden remains in that airport. If he lands in Moscow in transit to Cuba, apparently he's booked on a 2 p.m. flight tomorrow to Cuba, and some reports that he would then go on, as you said, to Venezuela. If he stays in the airport, there's nothing legally the United States can do.
And what perfect timing for you. You'll be sitting down for an exclusive interview with the head of the NSA, General Alexander, this morning. And so many questions. People are wondering, how was this man able to outmaneuver the U.S., the top spy agency in the world, not once, but now twice, if we can't even locate him?
That is the big question. He was accessing all of this information from Booz Allen in Hawaii, and the alarm bells didn't go off in a way that he could be stopped before he slipped out of the country into Hong Kong and now on his way to Moscow. Big questions. General Alexander, the head of the NSA, has never given a Sunday interview. No head of the NSA has ever given. It couldn't happen at a more important time.
Absolutely, George. Thank you very much. And as George said, he's got a big, timely interview this morning. With General Keith Alexander, who's the director of the NSA. That's coming up later this morning here on ABC. This Week with George Stephanopoulos. George, thank you once again.